So that Black Clover game, it looks fucking amazing. Legit. Whenever I first saw it, I was all like, what is this? A new game? Because the opening, it starts off with like Asta and running is from like straight up out of opening what 12, right? From Everlasting Shine to Tomorrow X Together. But I was all like, okay, it's a new console game. And as we know, there's been two previous other games, a mobile and a console one, Quartet Nights and Phantom Nights, and they flopped easily. I used to have both. The mobile one, Phantom Nights, I didn't really enjoy it. Like I deleted it after one day, and I was just like, it's not my cup of tea. And then like soon after, it got the servers were shut down and everything for it, so that was pretty sad. And y'all know how Twitter is. But the other one, Quartet Nights, now that one I did enjoy. I just haven't been playing it because of I just been I haven't really enjoyed games that much, right? Like my recently played game is, as you can see in the back, is Vanguard, but this footage is from like off a release date, like what, a month and a half ago, a month ago, right? I don't really play that games anymore like that, but this game, and that's the thing, I'm not into gacha games. I used to have Legends, Dokkan since day one for both games, Legends and Dokkan, and I just, after a while, like after the anniversary like ends, or the whatever event is happening for it, like the 300 million download celebration or anniversary, Christmas, whatever, right? I just get off and I don't play it. Like that's just how it is with me. But for the past year, I just haven't touched it. Like I pull the units I want and then I just leave. I don't even awaken them. Like I think it's, for me, gacha games are fairly boring. Genshin Impact is the only one that really got me back into gacha games. For example, I played it this summer like for 6 hours straight. Like I would just play it for a really long time, and I was really heavily invested into the lore, especially since I started having mutuals on Twitter and IRL friends who played it, and I got them, or at least I got one of them addicted to it again. But then after a while, of course, I stopped playing it because that's just my tendency with gacha games. But this one, looking at the UI and everything, knowing it's Black Clover, I feel like if it will stay. If it goes the way that, like, if it releases globally, like how Genshin did, where like there's no Japanese version or Chinese version or whatever, right? Like separately, that will benefit it, because as we know, Black Clover was the most watched anime in 2020, I believe. So we already have that, and it was like top anime in 80 countries this year. So we can see how it will have a just this huge fan base if done well. And that's the thing, we might not get it. And I've seen, because I've been out of the gacha community for quite a while now, so I was watching other people and they believe that it might come out like later on next year, not like during the during the early months, so like spring or early summer. They believe it's going to come out during fall, around that time. And I can honestly agree. Like they didn't show no actual like combat footage, so like we still have to wait. Like maybe it's still like, well, it is still in production, but we don't know how much. We just know, hey, there's a new mobile game coming that looks a lot similar to Genshin Impact, and I love it. I love how Black Clover is doing this with the mobile game, because you can spread it to PC and to PlayStation or whatever consoles you have. So that would be honestly fantastic. It will help out the Black Clover IP greatly. And that's pretty much all I have to say. But I just, hopefully it catches other people's attention, like they might give the anime a second shot, or the manga. I preferably would say give the manga a shot, because the anime episodes, the first like 20, can be really tough, especially with Asta screaming, or with just the animation quality dropping off after like what, the first 10 episodes. So I would highly like recommend just people give it another shot, at least the manga. So that's pretty much it for me. Oh well, one last thing I would want to say: if the black market is in there, uh, like hopefully it's it has the actual like rare items such as enhancement items and all that, because as you if you watch the anime early on, you'll see how they have the enhancement items that Vanessa gives to Noelle so she can control her magic. It's like episode like 16 or like the first 15 episodes or something like that. But hopefully they have that, and you can also see how like under the rarity you'll see like what season it is from. So this will most likely follow the story and have like side missions, which I think it's fine, but I would have it rather have its own story, but we'll see, right? So that's pretty much it. I just love how it's somewhat open world, and a lot of people compare it to Grand Cross, which I know like the developers or something, they have to do also something like that with Grand Cross, and it's not actually Bandai Namco, which is great because as we know, Bandai Namco can be pretty tough. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Arc System Works hasn't put that one like Neko thing for Dragon Ball Fighters. See, like, I'm sorry, this is not a scripted video. This is just going off my brain because I want it to be as raw as possible. But hopefully the developers, they treat this game with love and respect as the animators did with the anime. So hopefully everything goes good, and that's pretty much it. Y'all have a great day. Six, that's pretty much our highest, right? Came in first.